Right back here, Charlie. We're listening.
KE2 BZX listening as well.
W8WKY.
Please check in first, and then we'll go our RF check-ins. Please stand by, and we'll get you next. So, any Wires X, Echolink, or Allstar stations, please call now. This is WT80 Net Control.
Kilo Bravo 8, Delta Tango Charlie, Terry in Brunswick on Allstar.
November Whiskey 9 Hotel, Jerry, down in Naples, Florida, on Echo.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Lima Golf. This is Jim, Broadview High Split, currently mobile.
Okay, any other stations on Echolink, Allstar, Wires X, please call now. This is WT80 Net Control.
Foxtrot Charlie. We're listening.
Alpha Charlie 8 November Whiskey, Scott North Olmsted, Echolink.
Okay, fine business. So far I've got Terry, Kilo Bravo 8, DTC on Allstar, Jerry down in Florida on Echolink, NW9H. I've got Jim, KE8, TLG Mobile, and Scott, AC8 November Whiskey. Any other stations on Echolink, Allstar, or Wires X, please call now. Okay, hearing none, I'm going to go ahead and ask our trivia question before we go to our RF stations. That way we'll give our mobile station a chance to hear it and respond. And all those of you that were at the meeting last night saw a great presentation by Foster Brown I have to say that right, Foster Brown, who was also known as Digger Gallagher, gave a great presentation on the Ohio Canal. So our question for tonight is, according to Digger Gallagher, what kind of venomous snakes were encountered by workers digging the Ohio Canal? Alpha, rattlesnakes. Bravo, copperheads. C, Charlie, cobras, or D, coral snakes. So let's go to our mobile station, Jim. And Jim, why don't you go ahead with your comments and also take a stab at our trivia question. Go ahead, Jim.
Oh, good evening, Toby and everybody on the net. This is KEATLG. Yeah, no longer mobile now. It's just pulled in the driveway, came in the house while you were talking there. So, and we are coming in by Echolink. So with the trivia, I'm going to go with C. I believe that was the coral snake that they encountered. It's just a wild guess. So, okay, with that, we'll wish everybody a good week, what's left of it, and we'll send it back to you there, Toby, at Net Control. This is KEATLG.
Okay, Jim, I'm going to give you a chance to clarify the answer. C was cobras, and D was coral snakes. So why don't you pick one of the two?
Yeah, roger that. Let's go with D. Back to Net Control.
Okay, fine business, Jim. We'll go with D. And the rest of the other stations that checked in by Allstar, Echolink, or WiresX, please stand by. Before we get to you, your comments and your guests, I'm going to get the RF check-ins next. So, any RF stations, please call now. This is Whiskey Tango 8 Oscar, Net Control.
This is Kilo Charlie 8 Mike Romeo Charlie. The name's Bob in Oakwood Village.
ZX, KC3, QFC.
Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Charlie Victor.
About another minute,
coming in on 2 meter.
Just Nick, 88SLG, will be waking up from his slumber there, so he's not so cranky, so he should be coming in.
Whiskey Alpha 8 Victor Delta Golf. Bill North Olmsted on 2 meters.
Here is Kilo 8
Romeo Juliet Hotel, K8RJH in Bedford on 2 meters.
KE2 BZX, I'm still here and awake.
Okay, let's hold it there for a second. I'll go over the stations that I have. On RF, we've got Joe, KD8BAL. I've got Bob, KC8MRC. Andy, KD8SCV. And I believe it was Bill. Bill, I want to get your call sign correct. I copied Whiskey Alpha 8 Victor Delta Golf. Is that a Roger on the call, Bill?
Yes, sir, that is correct. Whiskey Alpha 8 Victor Delta Golf.
Okay, then we also copied Ron, K8.
For a moment, they'll be coming out of the woodwork to do them radio tests. So we'll stand by and maybe we'll get in early. Who knows? KC3, QFC.
KC3, QFC. I just dumped your node. You were coming in through crazy and your node at the same time. Can't do that, man. Build up a loop. One connection at a time, please. and certainly not two to the same place. Roundabout. So there. Good evening, Mike. Hi there, Kay. Welcome to the show. I see a whole bunch of folks logged in up there already. This is KD8SLG. I'm going to throw a call out to Tom real quick. KA8MNT. Tom, I imagine you're just jumping in and out tonight. I could be wrong, but if you want to say hi, have at it.
KD8SLG. This is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody that's listening out there. Well, I'm going to tell you, I think I'm going to try to stick around. I'll probably be around long enough to answer the trivia, and then I just might end up going into slumberland after that. But we're going to stick around a little bit, I think, and see what happens tonight. So this is KA8MNT, back to KD8SLG.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, I got you at the top of the list. You'll be the first one to answer the trivia tonight. So there. That's usually reserved for Eddie. Let's see how Eddie's getting in tonight. Eddie, are you on Echolink, or how are you getting in? Or are you even in yet? W3ETB, you out there? All right, struck out with Eddie. That's all right. Let's see, who else is on Echolink? How about Josh? I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you directly today. KE8YUG, you want to test out Echolink for me? All right, Josh just dropped off. How about Benjamin, acting general? Did you get your ticket yet, Ben? KE8BHQ, go.
KD8SLG. This is KE8BHQ. Yep, I got it today. Went down to Staples, got it printed off and laminated.
Fine business, fine business. All right, I got you on the list there. Are you doing the usual thing? You're going to travel home and be ready to be on the radio there for the net?
That's correct. I'll be jumping on the radio at about 10 o'clock, and I'll be sticking around for the big show. This is KE8BHQ.
All right, buddy, I won't bother you during the are you going to be here or not section there from 9:30 till 10. So you'll be close to the top of the list, at the top of the hour there, Ben. And congratulations once again on being a general. Going to clear with KE8BHQ. Let's give Josh another chance here. KE8YUG. Josh, how you doing?
This is KE8YUG. Yeah, I'm coming through Echolink, and I'm on my phone. I was just listening on the computer. I believe the 7.0 we got about 10 minutes, and it should flip over automatically. So I was waiting for that to come in that way, and chatting on the blue screen. Like I said, you called on me. I couldn't get back to you, so then I got the phone going. So hopefully I sound all right, and you hear me okay. And certainly looking forward to the net. Doing good here. And I hope you are, and everybody else. So, all right, I'll send it back to you, KE8SLG. This is KE8YUG.
All right, Josh, got you on the list there, man. Good to hear you. Nice hearing you on the food net, too. And say hi to Marie for me. Got you on the list there, Josh. Going to clear with KE8YUG. I see another friend of mine out there. W2JLS, are you listening?
Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. This is Whiskey 2 Juliet Lima Sierra. I'm listening, buddy. Yeah, I'm in the throes of creation out here in the kitchen at the moment. That's why I'm on the Echolink, pulling together some dinner.
All right, John. Sounds yummy. What are you making us?
Well, it's a short week with my son, so when he gets home from work, I got a couple of New York strips that I've had sitting in, rubbed with garlic and olive oil and salt and pepper all day. I've got that coming up to room temperature so I can put them under the broiler, and then I'm making this kind of a broad noodle pasta dish with broccoli, and it's got some mushrooms and stuff going on. I found this truffle sauce, and I did up some portobellos and I don't know what the hell, I think a couple of shiitake. But yeah, it's kind of a special dinner because I won't see my son much this week, so making him a nice surprise for when he gets home, buddy. You can maybe put me in on the list. I'll be moseying down to the radio room at some point, and I'll keep the Echolink up if I'm on the list, and I'm going to be a minute. You know what I mean? But I'll be one way or another, I'll be able to answer the call. Back to you, buddy.
All right, man. I got you on the list there. I'll skip you when I'm asking if you're sticking around or not. I'll just have you on there as sticking around. Enjoy your dinner and time with the family there. My brother from another mother, clearing with W2JLS. KC3QFC. Did you get that squared away there, Mike?
SLG, NTAD.
I'm guessing Mike didn't get his issue cleared up there. NTAD, Dave, what are you doing?
I was guessing the same thing. Thought I'd jump in, throw a call in, say hi. Probably won't stick around for the big show. Working on some piano actions. Somebody might be interested in buying one of the pianos that I got sitting in my living room, which would be great, because I need to make a little room in there, because I ain't got none. Just throwing out to John there, I often cook my steaks from half frozen. It helps keep them nice and rare on the very inside. I decided I'm doing beef stew tonight, so that's sitting in the crock pot, and it's going to sit there on low overnight with carrots and potatoes and mushrooms and onions and Worcestershire sauce and all that good stuff, garlic, and just working on a couple of pianos here, and saw Lane today, looking forward to seeing folks over at the next possible eyeball things at the net meeting and the barometer luncheon and all that good stuff. But nice to hear you. I listened to you guys on the boredom breaker today while I was working on the piano, but just too busy to. I should have checked in. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you being there. KD8 SLG, you guys have a great net tonight. NTAD.
NTAD, KD8 SLG. Thanks, Dave. Got you on the list. It's in and out. Thanks for the number. You have a great night. Let me try Mike again here. It looks like he's reconnected. FedEx Mike, KC3QFC. Go ahead. All right, maybe not. KD4SCK. Mark, say something funny.
W8WKY.
Did I hear a KG4SCK?
If that was supposed to be funny, you missed the mark. But, yeah, KG4SCK, how you doing, man?
Oh, doing great. I'm just geeking out. I was glued to the TV watching Survivor, had the radio turned down. So, yeah, put me on the list. I'll be here all night. Thank you. KG4SCK, back to Prenet.
Yeah, I got you on the list, you nut. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Nope. FedEx Mike is dropping in and out. He must be driving through some goofy stuff. Kay, are you still connected? KE2YBX. All right, a failed experiment in calling people out. We got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds until the girl announces the show tonight. So, guys, I'm going to go grab a Mountain Dew Zero or something, make room for it, and I will be right back after the girl talks. KD8SLG. Yeah, I should really put this thing on Vox some night so you guys can hear me talk to myself. That would be a real show. KD8SLG, we got 30 seconds until we get the announcement, and then we'll get the show on the road. Everyone, please stand by.
Let me try again. WBAGKV pre-net.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. Hello, Nick. I want to say hello before you start your net.
I love you, Nick. I really do. QST. Welcome to the BeaconNet pre-show, sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114.8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night where we light up the nighttime airwaves. This is the pre-show. I'll be taking early check-ins and in-and-outs for the BeaconNet. Starts at the top of the hour. KD8EPC will be net control for the big show, and I'm just here to warm up the crowd and set up the list. I'll line them up. Dustin will knock them down. This is a control net asset. All traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight for the pre-show is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, my personal's Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. Before we start taking check-ins, let's do the Mickey Mouse roll call, as I like to call it. Check in with the BeaconNet team. We got an extra person on there tonight. We're going to start having an alternate trivia on Wednesday night, like we do on Sunday night, because it seems to be incredibly popular. But we don't have Alan. We got Lucy tonight, so that'll be something different. But let's check everybody's radio, then we'll get started. KD80PC out there.
KD8 SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD80PC. We are here. We're ready, present, accounted for, and waiting on my computer to finish doing a Windows update, so we'll be ready come that time. KD80PC, back to free net control.
Oh, Dustin, I did a Windows update this morning. It took an hour and a half. Good luck with that, man. All right, let me know if it's not working out for you. Get it clear with KD80PC. Let's check in with my friend Nick, who just said hi not 2 minutes ago. KD8QKO. How are you tonight, Nick?
KD8 SLG, KD8QKO. Figured I'd leave a Jurassic pause there in case somebody had to get in. You don't want to jump in right after somebody transmits and be all hotkeying like that, because that's just incredibly rude. But anyway, with that, sir, I want to say hi, and I'm on here. I'm standing by for StarNet, and with that, I'll pass it back to you, KD8QKO.
All right, Nick. You're all right. I don't care what the other guys say about you when you're not here. You're going to clear with KD8QKO. Let's see how AB8MO. Andy, how are you getting in here tonight? I see your node. I see you're connected through Echolink. We got the 015 linked up. Surprise me there, Andy. How are you getting in?
Well, how about that? I'll check in through 015. Yeah, it's here. I haven't been connecting it, but ran the Wolverine single sideband net. Thank you, Josh, for checking in. Those EQ settings sound pretty good. I don't know if you heard me. I probably bumped the lows up just a smidge, but the rest of it sounded good. It gave you a good punch. So they sound pretty good there, Josh. There was a guy, I forgot his name, but he was like... he's up in Michigan, and he mentioned about the BeaconNet and checking in through 015. So we'll see if he's here tonight. That's embarrassing. I don't remember his name, but he was on the Wolverine net on 75 meters. We had 47 check-ins, so let's see if we can beat that tonight. I'll be in the big chair for that net next Wednesday, so you guys got 75-meter capabilities. I'll be net control for that one. That's all I got. Throw it back to you there, Nick. Thank you. AB8MO.
All right, Andy, sounding good on the 015. Good deal. Thanks for hooking it up. We did get 3 or 4 last week, as I recall. Going to clear with AB8MO. We got KE8QWE. Mike, heard you over on the Worcester net again. Good to have you. And you do have a trivia question for us tonight, right?
Kilo Echo Echo, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Yes, I do have a trivia question. And Nick, you sound great. I'm sure I sound like me. I'm about as ready to go as what I will ever be. So, it's Kilo Echo Echo, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 SLG.
W8WKY. And a word from our sponsor. You sound great, Mike. Going to clear with KE8QWE. Let's talk to Lucy, the alternate trivia queen tonight. KE8YUK. Go ahead, Lucy.
KE8YUK. I did it backwards. I spaced out and I did it backwards. KD8 SLG. This is KE8YUK. Alternate trivia should be fine, but given how I came on the radio, I make no promises anymore. I don't mean to replace Alan. He is irreplaceable. But if he's all day, all day long, right? Maybe I'm all night long at this point because I just can't seem to go to bed on time. When Betty's asleep, that's my free time. I'm really tired. Anyway, I'm going to pass it back, and yeah, I'll be here the whole time with my little alternate trivia, and hopefully it is enjoyed. So KE8YUK, back to pre-net control.
I'm sure we'll have a ton of fun. Thanks for being here, Lucy. And smack Josh in the back of the head for me, just because. All right, let's clear with KE8YUK. Tell you who I got on the list, then we'll start actually taking some check-ins here. Here we go. I got K8MNT, W3ETB, KE8BHQ, K5CFY, KE8YUG, W2JLS, KE8BKA, KC3QFC, KE2YBX, NT8D, KG4SCK, WB8GKV, KE8VZA, KZ0LRM. And that would be Tom, Eddie, Benjamin, Ray, Josh, John, Josh, Mike, Kay, Dave, Mark, Edwin, Eric, and Kelly. There we go. How's that for a Mickey Mouse roll call? I see you all dancing across the screen in black and white, wearing your Mickey Mouse ears. Let's open this up for some check-ins. Who is out there that I haven't gotten already? This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Kilo 9. Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie Echo, in and out.
KD8 SLG, this is KE8MMY. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE.
Okay, I'm laughing out loud at that. Thanks, Chris. KE8MMY, I got you in there. KD2HCE, Chris, I got you in and out. K9CKY, I heard you underneath there, Jason. But I didn't hear if you were, are you in and out tonight, or are you going to stick around?
KD8SLG from K9CKY. I doubt I'll stick around. I would like to share something with you real quick, if I may.
Have at it, man.
All right, thank you. Just like to share with everybody, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Philippians 4 and 6.
All right, Jason, thank you for that. I'm going to clear with K9CKY. Let's get back to taking some check-ins. KD8SLG, I'm listening.
Yeah, I already checked in, but I'm testing it didn't work last week, and I hear it's working, so I won't check in, but this, I know it's there, but I had to test the radio. WB8GKV.
KV8LJ, in and out.
Okay, let's see. KB8LJ, in and out, got you in there. And WB8GKB, one of the many services we provide here on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association WAWKY repeater, is signal checks. You sounded fine there, buddy. And it appears, I'm thinking, WD8MIU is trying to talk right now over me, and I don't think he's going to make it. But WD8MIU, did I see you out there? Wade, WD8MIU, are you hearing me? All right, this is going to be a long half hour, isn't it? Okay. K8MND, Tom, are you still awake? And are you going to stick around? You're first up for trivia. All right, I'm having a KD8 EPC moment here. KD8 EPC, are you hearing me?
88 SLG, KD8 EPC. Nick, you're making it at least into the W8WKY side of things. KD8 EPC back to KD8 SLG.
All right, buddy, thanks for the reality check. How about W3 ETV? Eddie, are you sticking around for trivia?
I thought I would be silent there, so it would really throw you for a loop there. But I'm hearing you on Echolink, and yes, be around. And I'm probably, I hope to be around for the whole net tonight. Back to you.
All right, buddy, you drink your coffee, get you to stay up later. And what I did want to tell you, 56 Charlie, yeah, there's no traffic on there. That's why we hang out there. It's pretty much our private little D-Star reflector, except for there's a net on there. I believe it's Monday or Tuesday night, the first one of the month, and that's about all the traffic you'll ever hear there. So we'll try that again sometime, Eddie. All right, K8BHQ, Benjamin. Talked to him already. He's on his way home. We'll give him a holler at the top of the hour. Let's talk to Ray, K5CFY. Good evening, Ray. Fine second hour on the Board and Breaker Net today. How you doing? Are you sticking around?
88 SLG Internet, K5CFY. Yeah, an awesome second hour. There were so many of the guys from Ohio that hung around and checked in with me. I just was having a ball. Boy, it blew me away there when W8 AM, I went brain dead again, but anyway, it was a great net, and so I'm probably going to hang around and hear Miss Lucy's alternate trivia question. And yes, Lucy, Alan's hair is probably longer than yours. He looks kind of like, who can I say? I hate to run anybody down, but anyway, Alan's not here to take up, so I'll go ahead. Anyway, good to hear everybody out there, and got a good bunch of check-ins. I'll get off here and let you get some more. K5CFY.
All right, Ray. Yes, 70 today on the Board and Breaker Net for 2 hours is a good, solid day's work. And it's always great when K8AMX jumps in. King Richard, some have called him. And you know when I introduce him what I say, if you don't know K8AMX, you don't know Dick. K5CFY, good to hear you tonight. I got you sticking around. Josh, 700's hooked up. Let's see if you're coming in on the radio. KE8YUG. How you doing? Are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
SLG, this is K8YUG. Yep, I'll be sticking around. Coming through the 700 now, and everybody's sounding good. So I'll be sticking around. Back to net. Oh yeah, Marie says hi. She's waving. All right, back to net. K8YUG here.
W8WKY.
Well, at least I don't have to identify. Hi, Marie. I'm waving back. Good to hear you, Josh. Sound fine on the 700. Glad we got that hooked up for you tonight. Going to clear with K8YUG. W2JLS is eating dinner. He'll be here for trivia. K8VKA, Josh. I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. How you doing? And are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8VKA, yes sir, I will be sticking around, and I actually don't know the answer this time, so I can legitimately try to answer, so looking forward to it. Yeah, glad to be back on the radio here, was able to, my brothers were here today, and they helped me pull down the 17-foot vertical, got it waterproofed finally, and put it back up, so we're all set and ready for winter. And got the HF antenna back. So we're ready to rock and roll here, and looking forward to it. All right, back to you, Nick. Talk to you later. 7-3.
All right, man, I got you sticking around. I trust that you don't know the answer there, and I know Lizzie will hide it from you because, well, you guys are funny. We're going to clear with K8VKA. All right, let's see if Mike has weaved his way back to us yet. KC3QFC, Mike, did you find a way in here yet? Well, there's a Jurassic pause, and I know KE2YBX is going to come in the same way as him, so we'll just skip over them for now. Dustin, you'll have to give him a holler later. Start with him. He's mobile, if you would, please, Dustin, if you're listening. NTAD, Dave was in and out. Dave's listening, though. Hi, Dave. KG4SCK, Mark. I haven't picked a barnyard animal to call you yet, but KG4SCK, how you doing? And I know you're sticking around, but I'm going to say hi anyway. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Nick. I'm just a middle Mark. Don't know about the barnyard animal thing, but give it your best shot. KG4SDK.
Well, we got a goat. We got a buzzard. I don't know where we go from there. Good to have you on board, Mark. Clear with KG4SDK. Let's pick up Ed. Ed, your radio is sounding fine both times there, buddy. WB8GKB, are you sticking around for the whole show tonight?
Yeah, we'll be sticking around. Yeah, that radio, the only thing I could figure out was I tried to get in 3 times. It wouldn't get in last week, and then I got to thinking I tested it and everything was fine later. But I guess I just needed to turn it off and turn it back on. That's probably what fixed it, because I never found nothing wrong. Yeah, I thought the mic, but I couldn't understand. It wasn't an HT. Couldn't understand why it wasn't working. But anyway, this is the link, though. Ed probably's working okay. So, yeah, we'll be sticking around. WBHGKV Ed in Ohio.
WB8GKB, sounding good, Ed. Got you in there. Let's go up to Strongsville. Say hi to Eric. Oh, my fellow tiramisu lover, KE8BZA. Eric, how you doing? Are you sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8BZA. Hey there, Just Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna have some dreams about tiramisu. I'm gonna have to get some soon. Yes, I will be sticking around tonight. Looking forward to it. This is KE8BZA back to pre-net control.
Dude, I had some tiramisu ice creams from someplace, and it had actual, like, rum-soaked ladyfingers and all the, mascarpone. It was fabulous. Yeah, I'm hungry now. Thanks for that, Eric. Gonna clear with K8VZA. Let's go out to Tulsa. See if Kelly's tuned in with us yet tonight. KZ0LRM. How you doing, Kelly? And are you sticking around for the big show?
KD8SLG. Hey, Nick, thanks for getting me in there. I'm KC0LRM. I will be sticking around for the big show and the 2 trivia questions tonight. Can't wait for it. Thanks. I'll let you get on down the list there. Everybody have a good day out there if I don't hear you.
KC0LRM, KD8SLG. All right, we got another speed talker in here tonight. Kelly, good to have you on board. I got you sticking around for the whole show. All right, let's see. K9CKY was in and out. That was Jason. KD2HCE. I think he's running another net or something. Chris was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Chris, if you're still listening. And we got the other Chris, the spiky-haired geek. K8MMY. How you doing, Chris? Are you going to stick around tonight?
I'm living in the lap of luxury, and yes, I might as well go ahead and misbehave. I've gotten a little sparkling water with some Mogan David raspberry in it so that I can look and feel my best in the morning. And if you were looking for more barnyard animals, I don't know if you're familiar with the Dickens apple orchard. They have a lot of good treats this time of year. They make an excellent cider, and they bring their cider with a donkey on one of the bottles. So if you can use that in any way, shape, or form, it's all yours. KE8MMY.
Oh, man. I don't know where to go with the donkey thing. I think that would just open up doors to people misbehaving here on the radio. You're going to have to think about that one. But I'll put it on the short list there. Good to have you on board there, Chris. Going to clear with KE8MMY. Let's try Wade again. WD8MIU. Are you out there, Wade?
Yes, I am. I didn't hear anything when I first turned the radio on. And then I heard Wade at the top. I thought, well, maybe I'm just hearing things. So I heard you. I just didn't realize you called me. Sorry about that. We're not going to stick around tonight, though. Sorry we didn't get there today on the Border Burger Net. Sometimes life gets in the way. And it's kind of getting in the way this evening, too. But we'll make it up to you. So sorry about that. I'm sure you all lived through it. Have a great day. WD8MIU. Enjoy your week.
Wade, it's great to hear from you, man. Thanks for stopping by. I saw you join the 49562 there, so I threw you on the list right away. Thanks for being here. And as Ferris Bueller says, life comes at you fast. So thanks for taking time out to say hi. Take care of life there. Good to hear from you, Wade. I added one there during this little foray. AI5Q, Jarris. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? Are you going to be able to stick around tonight, or are you just popping your head in to make an appearance?
KDA, SLG, and the net, or the pre-net, or the pre-show, or the early show, or the pre-check-ins, or whatever you want to call it. I should be sticking around for the net. I've got most of my work done for the evening. I finished configuring 3 different GMRS nodes for some buddies that are all hams and all GMRS operators, and they wanted some GMRS nodes. So they knew me from my ham radio node days and said, hey, can you help us out? I said, well, sure. I guess I can help you out. Let me go scrounge up some equipment. Pies are a little bit more expensive than they used to be and all that. But anyway, I'll be sticking around. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the screens and put me in after getting on that logger. So we'll say 73 for now. We'll pick you up later. AI5Q, back to net.
W8WKY. AI5Q, KD8SLG. Good to have you on board, Jarris. I got you sticking around, and you helped so many people with the nodes and stuff. And, man, the one you built for me has been working flawlessly for a while now. That's me knocking on wood. And I keep that one locked on the 49562 out there with all you fun Oklahoma folks. There was something else in there I wanted to thank you for the assist this afternoon in getting us reconnected back to RF out there in Oklahoma. It turned into an Ohio net over here and an Oklahoma net down there. So, anyway, good to have you on board, Jarris. Thanks, man. And let's see. Jarris is the bottom of my list for now. So this is KD8SLG. I'm taking early check-ins and in-and-outs for the Beacon Net. Starts in about 4.5 minutes. I got time to take a few more. It's KD8SLG. I'm listening.
KCLQV. Good afternoon, evening, Nick. KCLQV.
Kilo 8, Papa Julia Whiskey, K8, DJW.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K, Nolan Canal Fulton.
All right, I'm going to grab it there. I bet these three folks can fill up 3 minutes. KC8FQV, Mark. And then we got Phil Squared, K8PJW and WV3K. Let's see where Mark's getting in here from. I believe he was going to another net, even between Worcester and here. KC8FQV, Mark. I know you're sticking around, but I'm going to say hi to you anyway. Hi, Mark.
Oh, yeah, Nick, I've been around. I went to Cuyahoga Falls tonight, virtual. Yeah, they had a guy talk about, KZT, I think it was, talked about HF and rigs and that. And OA, it was a Canadian group that came and was listening, I think. And then, we went over to the Worcester group, checked in there, went over to Cars up in Cleveland, the 14682, and checked in there and did their trivia, and that way they were talking about the Ohio Canal and Erie Canal. They had to do a presentation with it last night at their club meeting, and then went back to Worcester and did the second round check right at the end. Now we're here. Yeah, when I checked in over there, they knew you were in and out, and I was a short timer, and I said, yeah, Nick's going getting ready the beacon net, and they said, yep, that right, hey, thanks, and now we're here, so we'll be, just taking a look at the auction they had down Canal Fulton. I was surprised that I forgot about it until about 3 o'clock, but I did get the whole list of cars before. Normally, the list starts dropping off as they run it through the sales. The system just automatically moves them from the active list to the sold list. But for some reason, it was delaying itself today. But I'm glad I got a whole list of all the cars that were there. So, well, back to net. KCFQV. Nice day out, too.
All right, Mark, sounds like you've been busy. Going to clear with KC8FQV. We got K8PJW. Good evening, Phil number 1. How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the whole show tonight?
KD8SLG, K8PJW. Good evening, Nick, and good evening to all the BeaconNet controllers and crew. Great to hear everyone. I'm starting to fade here a little bit, so I'm going to call this one and done. I'll probably listen out for a little while. Maybe I'll catch the question anyway. So, but everyone have fun and have a great evening. This is K8PJW. Back to the net.
All right there, Phil. Got you in and out. You got to get some beauty sleep so you can deliver us history tomorrow morning on the Barometer Net. So have at it. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. We got one more on the list here before we hand it over to Dustin. WV3K. Phil, how you doing tonight? And are you going to be able to stick around with us, or are you just saying hi?
KD8SLG, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. I think I'll stick around with you, Nick, and listen to everybody having something to share with one another. And sounds like it'll be a little fun. So I'm looking forward to trying to hold up for this evening. Thank you for asking, and I hope that you're doing a whole bunch better. You sound really chipper and sound good, so I hope that's a good indicator of how well you're progressing with your injury, and I hope too for Dustin the same with his back. I know he's pretty much finished up here with therapy, so he believes in hopefully he is. With that, back to you, Nick, and I'm probably shortly to be with Dustin. KDSLG WP3K clear, on the side. Thank you.
All right, Phil. Got you sticking around tonight. Going to clear with WV3K. It is the top of the hour, a minute past the top of the hour. Dustin's going to take that out of my paycheck. Thanks to everybody who checked in here on the pre-show tonight. And it's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. This is KD8SLG. Handing over to KD8EPC. Take it away, Dustin.
All right, thank you, Nick, and we'll just subtract a couple of zeros from your paycheck there. All right, good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time around, just hang around and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Lima Alpha, Brewster, Ohio.
Charlie 3, Quebec November Delta, KC3, UND, GD.
All right, we picked up a couple there. We got WD8LLA Neil, and we have KC3QND Miss Jeannie. Good evening to both of you. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now. All right, nothing else heard there. Looks like Nick did a pretty good job with the pre-show there. So we're going to go up here and we're going to get our trivia question for the evening from KQWE. Mike, our trivia master for the evening. How you doing?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm doing pretty good tonight. Oh, I'm tired, but I'm always tired at this time. The trivia question: what took place on September 1st and 2nd of 1859? A. Carrington event. First New York to Chicago train trip. First test of a hurricane lamp. D. Colonel Cornwallis' first birthday. Again, what took place on September 1st and 2nd of 1859? A. Carrington event. B. First New York to Chicago train trip. C. First test of a hurricane lamp. D. Colonel Cornwallis' first birthday. Now, I know everybody's going to do it the way that it is should be done. So, this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KEBC.
All right there, Michael. Thank you for the wonderful trivia question. We certainly do appreciate it there, and I'm going to think about that one for a while. And in the meantime, we are going to go talk to our Wednesday night alternate trivia queen, KEYUK, Miss Lucy. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is KE8YUK. Good evening, Dustin. It has been a while since I've been referred to as a queen. Sidelong glance at husband, but no, actually, fun fact, I was Summit County's fair queen in 2017. Brings back memories. Not all of them great, but it was an interesting period of my life. Anyway, alt trivia time. I'm going to pause real quick just because I feel like I'm going to run a little long when I repeat it. KE8YUK returning. Josh said it's not that long, but I talk long. So the alternate trivia for tonight, both the art of glass blowing and the technology of fiber optic cables use glass that has been stretched and thinned until it looks like a wire. In technology terms, these wire glass pieces are called fibers. What is the glass blowing term for pieces of glass in this form? Is it A, alpha, strands, B, stringers, C, spaghetti, D, shoelaces, or E, kernel cone, Waldo Bean's bad hair day? Going back to the beginning, both the art of glass blowing and the technology of fiber optic cables use glass that has been stretched and thinned until it looks like a wire. In technology terms, these wire glass pieces are called fibers. What is the glass blowing term for pieces of glass in strands, B, stringers, C, spaghetti, E, kernel corn, Waldo Bean's bad hair day? Fun fact, I also really struggle with the word kernel because I always say colonel. It's been a problem my whole life. So, Bryce.
Trivia for us there, and we'll probably be back to have that read again here real soon. So we're going to think about that, and in the meantime, let's see where are we starting this evening. We're going to start at the top of the list, and we're going to talk to Tom, KA8MNT. Good evening.
KD8 EPC, this is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike November Tango. Good evening, Dustin and Nick and everybody else that's on the net this evening. Well, let's get the trivia out of the way first. The main trivia question, I'm going to go with Bravo on that. It's probably wrong, but that's what I'm going to do. And as far as the alternate with the fiber optic strands and stuff, I'm going to go with A on that one. So Bravo on the main and A on the alternate. So that's what's going to happen this evening. Not much of anything going on here today. We've had a nice quiet day, and I had to go out and search high and low for a refrigerator light bulb because ours burned out. And you'd think that any old light bulb would work. Nope. So I had a good time doing that. And one other thing, stop, drop, and roll was such a big deal when I was younger. I really expected to be on fire way more than the 0 times I have been so far. Just think about it. With that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy. Keep smiling. This is KA8MNT. Back to the net.
All right there, Tom. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on the Beacon Net, and we really appreciate you being here. I've got you down for B and A, and yeah, sometimes you just got to find that light bulb, and that's a bit of an adventure. So there you go. All right, we'll say 73 to you for now, Tom. Thanks for sticking around, and we look forward to hearing you again down the log. All right, let's go over here to Maryland and talk to Eddie, W3ETB. Good evening.
Hi, Dustin. Yeah, twice in one day here. I would have, I think it was twice. I think I got in on the Board and Breaker network this morning. Anyway, I missed Ray altogether. Actually, came downstairs and got involved. The wife said, "You're making dinner tonight." So I said, "Okay, what is it?" And she said, "You're making casserole." And I had never made a casserole before, but I said, "Hey, I've watched her do it quite a few times." So boiled some twisty noodles, and some sauce and some hamburger, and threw it in a casserole pan and loaded it with cheese. I used too much. I used about a pound of cheese, so maybe it was too much. But when it came out, I was eating some of it. I didn't taste all that much cheese, so I don't know. Most of it have been in the middle or something others. Anyway, as far as the trivia questions goes, I'm going to follow Tom. And for the main question, I'm going to say B, and for the alternate Lucy's question, I'm going to say A. we'll flip a coin and say, hopefully it might be right. Anyway, we didn't win the Powerball or the million, so, there's always another day. Who knows? Back to you there, Dustin.
All right there, Eddie. Well, it's great to have you with us, and yes, twice in one day. We got you down for B and A, and hey, sounds like you made a good casserole tonight, and you know what? I have to go check my Mega Millions and my Powerball ticket. If the net goes silent and you don't hear me anymore that I won, and I had to go cash it in real quick, so there you go. Eddie, thanks again. Have a great evening, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go down to Ben now. K8BHQ, good evening.
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ. I think for trivia I'm going to go with Bravo for the primary and Alpha for the secondary. Don't have much traffic other than got my new ticket today, printed off from the FCC and laminated, and I am officially a general class licensee. So now I've just been spending every waking minute researching HF radios and trying to decide which one I want to save up for. That's about all I've got, so I'll give it back to Net Control. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll be clear.
All right there, Ben. Well, we'll say congratulations to you again on your upgrade. Really great that you got that, and glad you got your new license printed out today. And HF radio is really a very hard decision. It all depends on what you want, and everybody will tell you something different because everybody likes a different radio. So just do your research, decide what features are important to you, and go from there. With that, Ben, we'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. Next on the list, we're going to go talk to one of the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker net. That's Mr. Ray, K5 CFY. Good evening. How are you?
Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie. This is K5CFY. Good evening, Mr. Dustin. Thanks for getting me in here on the Beacon net, lighting up the airways. We definitely enjoy the net and wouldn't miss it for the world. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, since this is the Beacon net, I'm going to go with Bravo on Bravo or Beacon on each one of them there. So anyway, wanted to congratulate Benjamin there on his upgrade, and also Mike's better half, Kay, there for the Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Zulu X-ray on getting her ticket and getting on the air. A lot of people get their ticket and get a little bit mic shy, but she's been in there talking, and it's great. So now I wonder if Mike is going to buy her own radio. We'll have to check on that. 73, everybody take care. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And yes, we'll say congratulations again to Ben and to Kay there on her brand new license. And it was nice to hear her earlier on the Boredom Breaker net. So there you go. And for anybody who doesn't know, the Boredom Breaker net is every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 in Echolink N5XQK-R. Ray 73, have a great evening, my friend, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, now we're going to go talk to K8YUG. Josh, how you doing?
In the group. Sorry, that was my radio there. Dustin, good to hear you. Good to hear everybody else out there. Yeah, it's nice Wednesday evening here. Hearing all the check-ins. Nice group of people here, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let's see. I'll start with the trivia. I'm going to go with, for the first one, I'm going to go with A, the Carrington event. Only because I've studied that event, and but unfortunately I don't know the exact date. So that would help in this situation. But I'm going to go with that. A, and then I'm going to go for the alternate one. I'm going to go with A as well for the strands. And it's more of a guess, but that seems like maybe that would be that. But, yeah, it was a good day today. Everything went well, and got to, we went to that service up there for Lenny, and we ate a Quaker steak with Jeannie and Pete and Chris. That was nice, and so that went well. And I did order a new Anytone radio, so I'm looking forward to that. Cannot wait till that gets here. And well, that's all for now. Got my answers in there. Looking forward to seeing what the answers are and whatever else goes on with the net. So I'll send it back to net control. This is KE8YUG.
All right there, Josh, KE8YUG. Well, thanks for joining us, my friend. We get you down for answer A and answer A. And, I didn't even know that was going on. I may have tried to stop up there, but it sounds like you guys had a good group to eat afterwards. Before you go, which Anytone did you order, if you don't mind me asking?
It's the mobile one. It's the Anytone AT778UV. There's a bunch going on there, but that's what it is. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Not a bad price, and it'll up the power a little bit. Hopefully help on my receive, and hopefully help with my scanning. And also, I don't have to run off of batteries. So the batteries are. I've been kind of running them pretty hot there, so they've been holding up. But this will be a nice upgrade. So looking forward to it. All right, back to net. KE8YUG.
All right there, Josh. Well, congratulations on the new radio purchase, and I cannot wait to hear how you like it. You'll have to tell us all about it next week. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's move back on over to Fairlawn and talk to W2 at JLS. John, how are you, my friend?
88 EPC. I'm back in the radio room, buddy. This is W2JLS. What was I going to tell you? It's a question. I thought I overheard yesterday or maybe the day before that Nick's birthday was happening. Is that an affirmative? Did I miss that? Did it already happen, or is it about to happen?
Oh boy, John, you expect me to remember birthdays? I honestly don't remember, so I'm going to turn this question over to the man behind the screen, KD8SLG.
Oh, KD8EPC, KD8SLG, W2JLS. My birthday is Saturday, the 14th, when there's an annular eclipse that we will not be able to see in Northeast Ohio because it will be dark and or raining. But it's Saturday, but nobody's supposed to know, so don't tell anybody. Thanks, John. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Now I know where to have the 85 pink flamingos put in your front parking lot in front of your place there. Hi. All right, W2JLS, take it away.
W2JLS returning. Yeah, that's awesome. Happy birthday in advance, Nick. And, this is giving everybody plenty of warning. If you're having a hard time, finding gifts, DX Engineering probably does gift cards, and you've got plenty of time, right? So, just saying. Nick's in Orville. You could probably look up his address, maybe a card or something. Happy birthday, buddy. Dustin, good evening on your ears, sir. Good to hear you tonight. And you've got a really long list, so let me get straight to that trivia question here now that I've chewed up some time. I should say questions. So the first question, I do believe that it is the Carrington event. That definitely rings true. Although I can't recall that it was a 2-day thing, so that's kind of cool. I have to look into that. And then that second question about glass, I actually come from near Corning, New York, where, I know you guys in Ohio have some glass companies here that are of note, but I grew up right near Corning, New York, the other big glass company, Pyrex and Corelware and stuff like that. And I'm not sure, but I like the sounds of both strands and stringer. I think I'm going to slip into stringer. So put me down for Carrington event for the standard question, and then for the alternative question from Lucy. And thanks for the question, Lucy. I'm going to guess stringer or stringers, whatever that was. Anyway, Dustin, thanks for having me, buddy. Good to be in the air tonight. Back to you, sir.
All right there, John. Well, it's always wonderful to hear you out there, and we've got you down for answer A and answer B, and thanks for asking that wonderful question about Nick earlier. Now I know where to send my bills to. Hi. John, thanks again, my friend. 73, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, let's go move on down the list here and talk to K8VKA. Mr. Lucy, how are you?
I win! KD8EPC, K8VKA. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. Mr. Lucy here. I'm going to get the trivia out of the way. For Mike's question, I don't know what the Carrington event is, but W2JLS seemed very confident in his answer, so I'm going to follow and say alpha. And then for the alternate trivia question, I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to go with spaghetti. I'm going to go with Charlie, just for the heck of it. Don't have too much to add. Like I mentioned in the pre-show, got the HF antenna back up and waterproofed the coax connections and everything for the VHF antenna. Checked in on the Wolverine single sideband net, so that was cool. My dad and brothers came over, and we're finally wrapping up the fixing our basement wall project. Put the new drain pipe in and everything, and that's all been covered up, and we're getting ready to plant some grass, and hopefully it's not too late to get at least some of it sprouting before it gets too cold. So, Dustin, you'll have to let me know if I'm cutting in and out like Lucy was. Hopefully not. And yeah, that's all I got. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Dustin. Great trivia questions and great net. Thanks for letting me in. Appreciate it. 7-3s, everybody.
W8WKY.
All right there, Josh. Well, sounds like good things are happening, and you might finally be nearing the end of the tunnel on the construction there, so that's good. And we got you down for A and C, and we appreciate you and Lucy being here and for picking up the alternate trivia on Wednesday. All right, let's go on down the list here. KG4SCK. Mark in the middle. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Dustin, and everyone on the net. Well, ever since I watched Ken Dorsey's video on meshing networks, I've taken on the challenge. It looked interesting to me. So now I've got routers and Raspberry Pis and Ethernet PoE switches to the left and right of me, and I haven't fooled around with Raspberry Pi since the mid-Bitcoin mining era, and so I'm back down into the Raspberry Pi hole, and I hope to emerge on the other side with a Raspberry Pi PBX by the end of the weekend. The answer to the trivia questions, I'm going to go with the first one, D, Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's first birthday. And for Lucy's question, I'm going to go with Charlie Spaghetti Betty. KG4 SCK, back to net.
All right there, Mark. Well, I'm always available to have a slice of pie. Hi. And we got your answers down there, my friend. Good luck with your project. I hope you get it together there real soon. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to move on down to Ed, WB8GKV. Good evening.
There you go. Well, it is working. I can hear it. So we're back again testing this thing. WB8GKV is here. I'm going to pick Baker and Baker for both of the trivias. Just a guess, but pick B on both of them there. I'm trying to stay away from C a little, if I can, although C is fine sometimes. So there you go. Let's see. Probably no traffic or anything. I'm trying to think what's going on. But any of the radio equipment, I don't care if it's Yaesu, which equipment is the best? Yaesu, ICOM, Kenwood, and Alenco is good. Those are the first three are really good. Alenco seems to be good. And some of the other equipment, I'm not sure. But any radio equipment is good if it works. So there you go on that one. If you can get out there and talk to somebody, any of this stuff must be good. So that's my traffic tonight. And Dustin, I think it seemed like you just came over yesterday, but I guess it's coming up a few days yet. There's quite a few days yet. We'll look for you over here. And we got gravel. We got gravel on the driveway finally. So there you go, new gravel there. Anyway, good show on the net there. Good to hear everybody in there, and we will, I'm glad my radio's working. Pass it back to Dustin there, net control. WB8GKV.
All right there, Ed. Well, thanks for joining us. We got your answers down, and I'm glad you got new gravel. And yes, we will be there Saturday, so we'll see you then. We'll say 73 for now, and we're going to go up and we're going to talk to our brand new ham, KE2BZX. K, how are you?
KE2BZX. I'm doing all right. Just over here listening to some music, playing some Call of Duty Mobile. As for the trivia questions, I'm going to guess A for the first one, and then B for the alternate question, KE2BZX.
All right there, Kay. We got you down for answer A and answer B. We're glad to have you with us this evening. Thanks for taking time out of your evening to stop by and say hello here on the Beacon Net. We'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go over to Eric, KE8VZA. Good evening. Take it away, sir.
KD8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Good to hear everyone out there tonight. Hi, Dustin. Had the chili I made last night for dinner tonight, and just to confirm, it is better the second day. Delish. Didn't overdo the cayenne pepper this time, which I'm very happy that was a disaster. Anyway, trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. Those sound like the best ones to me. And boiler update, still no leaks, no runs, no drips, no errors over 48 hours later. So I think the sweat job is continuing to appear successful. Anyway, that's about all I have for tonight. Everybody have a good second half of the week. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. We got you down for B and B there, and we're glad to have you with us this evening, my friend. You're sounding real good there. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to jump over to Tulsa now and talk to Kelly, KC0LRM.
KD8EPC, hey, thanks Dustin. Get my trivia question at first before I do anything else, before I forget. I think I'm going to do same thing several people have done here. I'm going to go B and B. Those sound pretty good to me because I really don't know. So things are going pretty good here. Had a pretty good day. We're past hump day, it looks like. And just another day. And maybe I think I only work half a day Friday, so that's always nice. I might play a little radio at the park in Claremore this weekend. I think they're doing something up there, so I'm going to try to get up if I can. I think they're going to have an event up there, so that sounds like some fun. I'm going to try to get up there, and that's really all about I got. I'm going to get back off of here and just listen to the rest of the net. And y'all have a good evening out there, and thanks for you and Nick and the other guys out there that really run this net. We sure appreciate it here in Tulsa, and I'm sure around the country there. All right, thanks, Dustin, and I'll let you get on down the list there. Have a good evening.
All right there, Kelly. Well, wonderful to hear you out there this evening. We've got you down for Bravo and Bravo. So we'll say 73 to you, and we'll catch you there down the log. That brings me down to Chris in Amherst, K8MMY. Good evening.
Well, good evening to all in the net. And I don't have too much to add today other than my national day calendar, which I apparently cannot live without, says that among other things, tomorrow is Gumbo Day. So somebody cook up a big pot of gumbo. That sounds pretty delicious to me. As far as the trivia, I was going to go for the first answer because at the beginning I couldn't understand what it was, but none of the others sounded good, so I'm going for the A answer there. And on the glass, I can't remember which one's which, but I'm going with the strand, just because I think that when you have a hot ball of glass at the end of a rod coming out of the oven, that give me a nickel. That the shorter the word is probably what you would use while you were moving molten glass around. So I'll be up and waiting the answer to the trivia, and everybody else have a good evening.
All right there, Chris. Well, thanks so much for stopping by there, my friend. We certainly appreciate you being here this evening. I've got you down for answer Alpha and Alpha. So I'll say 73. Thanks for joining us, and have yourself a great evening. All right, let's jump on back over to Tulsa here for a minute and talk to another good friend of the net, AI5Q Jairus. Good evening. How are you, my friend?
W8WKY. Well, good evening, Mr. Dustin, and I'm doing pretty good, actually. Just got done earlier tonight programming 3 GMRS nodes, one for FedEx Mike, one for Miss K, KE2BZX, and one for Shannon, KC5RBG. And I hooked them up with Supermon and all the bells and whistles that come with nodes that I'm used to making for people. So most people on GMRS don't even know how to spell Supermon. They just DTMF everything, but I know better, so I do better. As far as the trivia is concerned, I'm going to go with Alan's favorite club that he likes to promote, Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, American Airlines. I never understood how AA was something on the net that people thought was anonymous if they're using their call signs. Yeah, it looks like.
Uh-oh, I think we may have lost you, Jairus. I heard looks like, and you dropped out again.
Yeah, I was just saying it looks like I'm breaking up. I saw the receive signal on the 09 machine drop out on me, so my node has a issue where it drops about 8 seconds at a time every 15 to 20 minutes, so it must have been one of those 8-second gaps. I need to rebuild the SD card. I just haven't taken the time to do it yet because I just live with it. Too busy working on other people's stuff. Anyway, AI5Q, back to net control. Great to hear you out there, Dustin.
All right there, Jairus. Well, a little percussive maintenance helps occasionally, so there you go with that. But, boy, sounds like you were busy with the nodes there for GMRS, and hopefully you can get your Allstar sorted out there soon, because I know you're the Allstar guru. So there you go. Jairus, we got you down for AA, and there's a net or something about that, too. Hi. 73, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, KC8FQV, Mark, take it away.
All right, KC8FQV here. Well, I want to say on the fiber one, A, strand, but A I think it was, and the other one I'll say B. So we'll, just out moving gravel. Well, just the stuff that remnants falling off the bucket as it was being moved around. So, asphalt driveway, that's not good. But we moved it, getting it into a pile off to the side. So, other than that, not much else there happening. Yeah, I did host two of nets today. And great hearing everyone. So for those that do drop in, come over to 48496. Get off of that. We only have little issues there, hiccups. Get over on the 48496. A good connection. So back it comes, KC8FQV.
All right, Mark, we got you down for B and A, and glad you got that gravel shoveled. And be nice, Mark. You gotta be nice. All right, 73, my friend. Let's see next on the list here. WV3K, Phil. Good evening.
KD8EPC. Net control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Good evening there, Dustin. It's good to hear you. I've had quite a busy day. I'll first give my 2 cents on the possible answers for the questions that were given, and it's nice to hear Kay in there, and congratulations for passing your test. And that's wonderful. I really enjoy seeing people pass their exams, and it's just real sweet. I like it. The more we get support and help in getting people out on the air and get licensed, rather, why the least the SEC may have be feeling prompted to want to scarf some of those band spectrums and power levels and everything else, which I think sometimes we should have a little consortium about putting a petition out to help protect those negatives towards license operators' privileges. So that seems like that's going to be a real fight, and might want to give some thought about making a general letter and everybody sign a petition or something to help get everyone on board. I'm going to go with Alpha on the first and Bravo on the second. And I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Break for a moment. And I hope that everyone's doing well. And my heart's out to all those that aren't. And I know that when I'm not feeling well, sometimes the days just feel like they're just going to crunch all up and I can't take a breath. and that makes it tough to enjoy the day. But never to fear that the Lord is going to carry me through all this, and He will for all others as well. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and clear and get some rest this evening. Thank you very much, Dustin. And Nick, thank you very much, buddy. And I don't know if it's Nick at night or who's handling logging or anything, but for the entire Mickey Mouse team, thank you for all what you do and the joy that we all share in your efforts. So with that, this is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I will be clear. Back to net control. Thank you, Dustin.
All right, thank you there, Phil. Well, it's great to have you with us this evening. We really appreciate you being here after such a busy day. So we'll say 73 for now. Get yourself some rest, my friend, and we'll catch you real soon down the log. And we've got just Nick behind the curtains there. One more time, Phil. Your trivia answers were Bravo and Alpha, correct?
I think I tried to share with you that I had selected Alpha and then Bravo sequentially in that order. Not that it's going to make any difference because frankly, it doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong. I just enjoy participating, and it just makes it fun. But just thinking about it lightly, I think that's what I'm going to go with, right or wrong. So Alpha and Bravo, Dustin. KDADPC, net control WB3K.
All right there, Phil. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for coming back with that for me. I really do appreciate you, buddy. I'll say 73. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to hearing from you again real soon. All right, let's move on down to Brewster here, WD8LLA. Neil, are you still with us?
KT8W8 EPC WD8LLL. Barely. I was almost asleep. I heard my call. Hey, it's good to. I've been listening till I got snoozed out, but I'm glad to be in here on the net and listen to you guys. And I don't have a whole lot right now. I'm about half asleep. But thanks for running the net, Dustin, and all you do for the club and that. Sarah Club, I don't think there's a better club than Sarah Club in the whole country. So that's all I got to say. 73, back to you.
All right there. Well, I don't know if we're the friendliest, but according to some, we are the best-looking hams in the universe. So there you go. Sorry, we almost put you to sleep there, Neil, but it's great to hear you this evening. And before you go, did you want to take a shot at our trivia questions?
No, I think I was sleeping during the whole thing. It's way past my bedtime, but I'll take C. You know how that goes.
All right there, Neil. We'll give you answer C there, buddy. Thanks again for sticking with us, my friend, and it's great to hear you out there again today. So we look forward to hearing you again real soon. Neil, 73, get some sleep, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go over to Miss Jeannie, KC3UND. I heard you on the air yesterday afternoon. Go ahead.
Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec, November Delta. This is Jeannie. Well, Dustin, it's really good to hear you tonight and all the other Mouseketeers that's on here. And I think I'm going to go with B, for the first question, and I don't know what letter shoestring was for the second one with the glass. I remember something about shoestrings when we studied that a long time ago in something that I was doing. Shoestrings, whatever letter that was. And that's about all I have. It was a busy day, and had a good lunch with good friends, or supper, I guess it was. We went to Quaker Steak and it was really, really nice. Like seeing the lake, the water, and all the boats that are coming out, and they're getting all covered up and getting ready for the winter season. But it was pretty sunset tonight over the lake. So with that, this is KC3QND. Back to you, Dustin. Take her away.
All right there, Miss Jeannie. Well, thanks so much for joining us this evening. We got you down for Bravo and Delta. And, yeah, we couldn't be there today, but we were thinking about y'all, and we're glad to hear that you had a good time and good view of the lake and a good evening, too. So we'll say 73 to you, Miss Jeannie. Tell Pete we said hello, and give Mr. Wilson a scratch on the ears for us. All right, we're going to go talk to Tom now. K5NCP, take it away.
Well, good evening, Dustin and everybody else on the net tonight. Yeah, good to hear you in here, and man, been a busy day out here. Currently 71 degrees, so it's cooling off really nice here in Oklahoma tonight. And we had the dish guys out today and updated all our dish equipment, got rid of all the old antiquated junk and all that, and got us up into the new world with the Hopper 3 and the Joys and all that good stuff. So, my gosh, don't know what to do with ourselves now. Improved the pictures on the TVs, it improved everything and gave us a whole bunch more stuff to look at. And then on top of that, my son come over and gave us some passwords to all sorts of stuff that he's subscribed to. So we got so much stuff to look at now. I don't know if I'm even going to have time to get on the radio anymore. But anyway, we'll see if we can work around that. Let's see. For the trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha, and man, that second one is a toss-up. I'm going to go Alpha. So that's the answer there. Last time I checked, stringers are what you put in the bottom of boats. So I'm going to go for Alpha and string. We'll see how that works out. Who knows? It's probably spaghetti. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Let's see. I can't think of anything else to say, so we'll just turn it back to you and let you get on with the net there, Dustin. So thanks a lot. 73, everybody. KE5NCP.
All right there, Tom. Well, congratulations on all the new satellite equipment there, and I hope you don't get too engrossed in the TV and forget about us, because we certainly do enjoy talking to you. So we got you down for answer Alpha, and we'll say 73, Tom. Enjoy, and we look forward to hearing you again there down the log real soon. All right, this is KD8 EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
MWK, Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Whiskey Kilo.
Kilo Echo 4, India Hotel X-Ray, KE4IHX.
Kilo Charlie 1, Sierra Tango Bravo, Bob in Massachusetts, KC1STB.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me tell you who I've got here. I picked up KC3MWK Bruce. I have KE4IHXL, and I have KC1STB Robert. All right, let's start here at the top with KC3MWK Bruce. How you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Justin. This is KC3MWK, Wilson, North Carolina. And I'm going to have to go with the Bravo. Back over to you, now control.
All right there, Bruce. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo. So thanks for stopping by, my friend. We certainly do appreciate it, and you're sounding real good tonight. So stick around for the answers here real shortly. All right, next on the list is KE4IHX. Al, good evening.
This is KE4IHX, Al in Roxborough. Let's see. For the trivia, I'll go with A and B, not knowing the answer to either. But I'm a very sad ham tonight. As I shared with you on the boredom breakers, I was eagerly awaiting UPS to deliver my Raspberry Pi. Well, at 5:02, I got this wonderful email saying, "We've just delivered your Raspberry Pi. And by the way, here's a picture of where we left it." Unfortunately, the picture in my email wasn't on my property. So therefore, I immediately went out in my driveway to check. Sure enough, not there. So I called the complaint number, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry about that. We might be able to get you something by next Tuesday." So I'm pretty unhappy tonight. Back to net, KE4IHX.
Oh, man there, Al. Sorry to hear about you losing out on that Raspberry Pi, and hopefully your new one will come sooner than later. That's a real bummer. In the blue screen, though, earlier on the Boredom Breaker net, FedEx Mike was saying, "Oh boy, you're in trouble. You just can't trust Brown. You ought to send it with FedEx." So sorry to hear about that, but hopefully you'll get the new one out sooner than later. We got you down for answer A and B. Did you have anything else for the net this evening?
W8WKY.
No, thanks for the work, KE4IHX.
All right there, Al. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, KC1STB, good evening. How are you?
Hello, KC1STB, Bob in Amherst, Massachusetts. Thanks for having the net, and thanks for having me on. I missed the questions, but I'm going to go with A and B, not even knowing what the questions are. It doesn't really matter to me. And no need to repeat them if you don't want to. Anyways, had a great day, and enjoying listening to the net, and late check-in, so thank you for having me.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob. It would be no inconvenience at all for me to reread the trivia question if you'd like to hear them.
Well, that would be great. Thank you very much.
All right, let's go up here to our trivia people for the evening, and we're going to start with KAQWE. Mike, would you please reread your trivia for us?
Kilo Echo Wake, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Okay, the question is, what took place on September 1st and 2nd of 1859? A. Carrington event. B. First New York to Chicago train trip. C. First test of a hurricane lamp. D. Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's first birthday. Again, what took place on September 1st and 2nd of 1859? A. Carrington event. First New York to Chicago train trip. C. First test of a hurricane lamp. D. Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's first birthday. Mosquito Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 EEPC.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. Certainly do appreciate it. And now we're going to go back up here, and we're going to talk to K8YUK. Miss Lucy, what do you have for us?
KD8 EPC, this is K8YUK, focusing more on actually talking into the mic. How do I sound? Am I doing better this time?
Full quieting and not dropping out at all. Go ahead.
All right, cool. As far as alternative trivia goes, both the art of glass blowing and the technology of fiber optic cables use glass that has been stretched and thinned until it looks like a wire. In technology terms, these wire glass pieces are called fibers. What is the glass blowing term for pieces in this form? Is it A, strands, B, stringers, C, spaghetti, D, shoelaces, or E, Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's bad hair day? Again, the alternative trivia. Both the art of blowing and the technology of fiber optic cables use glass that has been stretched and thinned until it looks like a wire. In technology terms, these wire glass pieces are called fibers. What is the glass blowing term for pieces of glass in this form? Is it strands, A, B, stringers, C, spaghetti, D, shoelaces, or E, Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's bad hair day? That's trivia. Back to net control.
All right, thank you so much there, Lucy. We certainly do appreciate you having the alternate trivia for us this evening. All right, we're going to go back down here to Bob now. KC1STB, take it away.
KC1STB, thank you for re-saying the questions. I guess I'll go with B and A as my answers. B and A. And thank you for having the net, and thank you for having me on.
All right there, Bob. Well, thanks for joining us, and come back and visit the Beacon Nets here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8 WKY repeater, and that's Allstar Node 48496, Echolink W8 WKY-R. We're also connected into the Drop-In and our friends over in Oklahoma on the Boredom Breaker Hub, and various other repeaters all throughout the country. So we'll say 73, my friend. Come back and visit us when you can, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for check-ins. Please call now.
This is Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India, KI5, radio frequency interference, Mac in Arkansas.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. KI5, RFI. Mac, good evening. How are you?
Well, Dustin, doing great here in the great state of Arkansas. I had a beautiful fall day here. Went down to Winslow to the National Park, shot my guns a little bit. Just enjoyed a great day. My answers to the trivia questions are going to be the Carrington event and A on the alternate. So there you go. It's KI5 RFI.
All right there, Mac. Well, there's nothing better than going out and having a little fun with the guns there. So we got you down for that, and we appreciate you stopping by and joining us. We got you for Alpha and Alpha. So we'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Have a great evening, and look forward to talking to you again soon. All right, Mac was the bottom of the list. We'll make another call for check-ins before we go up and talk to the net control team. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo Bravo Golf KC5 RBG Shannon in Tulsa.
KD80BC, KD8SLG.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, that keying up where we got the last two tries for check-ins was KC3QFC. So, Mike, if you can hear me, you're keying up, but we're not getting any audio. Thanks, Dustin. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you keeping an eye on the dashboard there. All right, we picked up Shannon, KC5 Real Big Guns, and we have KC3QFC trying to get in there. We'll try you in just a minute. Let's go over to Shannon, KC5 Real Big Guns. Take it away.
Thank you there, Dustin. And second time in a day we got to have a good QSO. I love those days. Look forward to them. And been a good day here. Woke up right before the boredom breaker net, and I have stayed awake. Had a video doctor's appointment, and then after that, a little bit later this evening, I had dinner with a high school friend. And it was a real good dinner. We went to a Chinese buffet, and gosh, we talked till they closed. I think we left there at 9:30, and I think they closed at 9. But we had a good time. And back home now, trying to keep the dog out of trouble. You know how Flash is. He likes to get into everything that he's not supposed to, but I love him anyway. He's my ultimate best friend. Always accepting and always loving, always there for me, and gives me a good kiss on the nose when I need it most. So there you go. Great talking to you, my friend. Wave a hand there at Nick in the background. Good to hear him. Sounds like he's having a long night, though. KC5 RBG. That's Kilo Charlie 5. Real Big Guns. God bless. 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, it sounds like you had a wonderful evening out there, and boy, that sounds real good. And yep, Flash is definitely a character, but a good boy for sure. And who could ask for a better friend there? So great to hear you twice in one day, and we'll have to catch up and have a QSO one of these evenings on D-Star or something. So we got you down for the great state of Oklahoma, because that's never the wrong answer. And we'll say 73 to you for now there, Shannon. But with that, this is KD8PC. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
AA5JJ.
I heard somebody call there. I didn't make out your call. Would you come back one more time phonetically, please?
All right, maybe I don't have this thing working right. Alpha, Alpha 5, Juliet, Juliet, 8A5, JJ, over.
I got you that time, Wayne. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm deaf in one ear and can't hear out of the other. I'm sure you know how that goes sometimes. Go ahead. You're up. How you doing?
Well, thank you for letting me in, Dustin. I'm deaf in both ears and can't hear out of either one. I've been listening for a little while. This is really past my bedtime. Well, I'm in bed, but I've been waiting to jump in. I have a weird question, and I think I should have got on a lot earlier to ask this question. And as far as the trivia questions, I have no idea what they are. So I'll go with the others, A and B, whatever that might be. But I am in a situation where I'm having limited, very, very limited space for antennas. I am on the 3rd floor, and I have aluminum windows. I'm just wondering if anybody's ever been in an apartment and used an aluminum window frame as a receiving antenna and transmitting antenna. I have no idea. I've never tried it. I don't have anything up here to test it yet. Right now, I'm just kind of filling it out. So there's a question I have. If anybody's listening and has time to answer it. If not, I'm on in the daytime on the 09 repeater in Claremore. Back to you, Dustin. I don't want to hold it. I don't really know everybody's call signs yet, but this is Wayne, AA5JJ in Claremore, Oklahoma. Over.
All right there, Wayne. Well, I'm not going to be able to answer your question because I've never tried to use an aluminum window as an antenna before, but I can tell you I'm using an aluminum piece of trim around the edge of my roof as a ground plane for a 10-meter antenna, if that helps. But I'm sure that we may have other people try to jump in here in a minute and answer your questions. So I'm sure if you just stick around a little bit longer, you'll get some great answers. So, Wayne, we got you down for A and B. Thanks for joining us. We'll say 73, and if anybody has advice for Wayne, stand by, because at the bottom of the net, I'm sure he'll still be here trying to get his question answered. All right, this is KD80PC. This is one more call before we go up and talk to the net control team. Anybody else that wants to get in and answer trivia, please call now. All right, nothing heard. Let's go back up here and let's start at the top of the list with Just Nick, the man behind the curtain. KD8SLG, what do you got for us?
KD80PC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin, and all the Beacon netizens. What do I got? I got PT in 9 hours, and then I've got a dentist appointment immediately after that. I get to see 2 sadists tomorrow morning. I'm so looking forward to it. Trivia. I'm thinking Carrington event. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking there. That's the most radio related one. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to buck the trend here and go with shoelaces for glass blowing stuff because, well, simply because I think they'd be more colloquialism than anything else. Shoelaces, yeah. That's my answer there. All right. That's all I got, man. Moving right along. It's KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right, thank you there, Nick. Well, best of luck to you in the morning. I just got paroled out of my physical therapy, so thank goodness for that. I'm glad to be done with mine, but good luck with yours. We got you down for Alpha and Delta. I'm going to go for Alpha and Bravo, so mark me down for that. Let's go talk to KQKO. Nick at Night, take it away.
All right, KQKO. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, Nick. Good evening, everyone else on the net. I'm going to start with going for Alpha and Bravo myself for the trivia questions. Today was mostly working. Almost forgot my son at his running club today, but thankfully I made it on time. Remembered just in time I had to pick him up. And I decided that he and I were going to go to DSW because I needed a new pair of shoes. They're kind of broken down. My feet hurt more when I walk too long in them, and started to smell bad. In fact, I took them off next to my wife's bed when she was sitting in bed tonight. I just wandered over, took off my shoes, started walking away, and she started yelling at me, so I had to move them. But yeah, I didn't find any there, but I was able to order them online, verify my sizes, didn't have them, and picked up a new pair for my son, who conveniently told me as we were buying him new shoes that his old pair had a big hole at the bottom. And I thought, well, you know, if you have a hole in your shoe, tell me. I'll get you more shoes. I don't know. I don't wear the things. But anyway, that's how my day is gone. And with that, sir, I'll pass it back to you, KEQKO.
Oh, boy there, Nick. You got to love that. Yeah, how were you supposed to know he had a hole in his shoe? But I'm glad you got some new ones ordered for you, and you got him some new shoes. We got you for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, over to the land of snow and maple syrup. AB8MO, Andy, what's up, buddy?
KD80PC, let me turn this down. This is AB8MO. Committing one of the cardinal sins of amateur radio, and that's coming in over Echolink needlessly. I'm actually adjusting the receive audio of my node. It was down a little low, so I got it running through the computer now, and got a nice decibel meter that I could check it out. I've actually been goosing it up, and it actually sounds better. It's peaking about, I don't know, minus 1.5, so that's probably good. I don't want it distorting, but it was like minus 8 dB before, so it sounds a little bit better with a little bit hotter. So had a good time running the Wolverine single sideband net. Again, thanks to Josh to check in. It means a lot to me when my friends help and support me on various activities that I take care of. I'll be in the big chair for that again next week. I'm just a fill-in. I don't have a regular slot, so they call upon me when one of the net control stations has an absence, so I can usually do it. It wears me out, though. I got to be in the big chair for, well, it depends on how long the net goes. Let's see. Last week when I ran it, it ran all the way till 8:30 when I had to close the net because we have another net in Tennessee that comes on the same frequency. Today it only ran until 5 after 8. Only 5 after 8. And I got to be in the big chair at 5 p.m. So 3 hours is still a long time. So I think you're running a little bit more efficiently than I am. Of course, the pre-net lasts an hour as well. So really only about 2 hours of actual net time. I got 47 check-ins, so not too bad for an hour and 15 minutes. You're up to 38 already. So with that, let's see here. Trivium. I I'm trying to think of what Bravo was for Lucy's question. I'll go with that. Whatever that was, I don't remember. I have to scroll up. And Carrington event stands out to me too, so we'll go with that. No Cornwall beans tonight for a change. So, before I time out eternity, I'll throw it back to you there, Dustin. Doing a good job. I'm getting really sleepy, so I'm going to call it a night as soon as the net's over. Katie at EPC and the group, this is ABHMO.
All right there, Andy. Well, that's a long time in the big seat. We try to be quick and efficient, so there you go. But sounds like you had a good time on the net. You'll probably have a good time on the net this coming week. I would be there, but I don't have anything that'll get me to that particular frequency as far as antennas go. So we'll be thinking about you at any rate. So we'll say 73 for now, Andy. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the logs. All right, we're going to go over to Mike, QWE. Give us your comments, let it drop, and give us your trivia answer.
Kilo Echo, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Oh, what have I been doing? I'm just doing some odds and ends around the house, and then warmed up a little bit. I went out for a ride, which was nice. Grabbed some lunch, came home, took a nap, did a few more odds and ends around here. My wife and I went out for supper, so overall, it's been a great day. Just taking care of the new golden retriever puppy, Lily. I'm too old to be raising a toddler, that is for sure. But I know once she is grown, she's going to be a great dog. So that's what I've been up to. Nothing spectacular, nothing awful. So I'm going to let this thing drop and get some more time. We'll go over the trivia. Okay, the trivia. What took place on September 1st and 2nd of 1859? A. Carrington event. B. First New York to Chicago train trip. C. First test of a hurricane lamp. Or D. Colonel Cornwallis Bean's first birthday. And the answer is A. The Carrington event. This is an interesting one. What happened was, well, I'll just read what's on Wikipedia. The Carrington event was the most intense geomagnetic storm in recorded history, and it peaked from September 1st into September 2nd. That's why there was two separate days. 1859, during solar cycle 10, it created strong auroral displays that were reported globally and caused sparking and even fires in multiple telegraph stations. This was a nasty one. What's interesting is this thing here is not as uncommon as what we think. It just depends whether it hits us. In March of 1989, they had a storm that hit Quebec and took down their power grid and everything else. It took a lot of work to get that fixed. What's interesting is back in let me get it up here. Here we go. Sorry, I lost it. I think I lost my mind. Okay. It was in, where are we at here? I'm sorry. Yeah, here it is. It was in 2012. There was also another event. And this one was just as strong as the Carrington event. And they took President Obama and they flew him to an ardent facility at the Denver airport. If this thing, fortunately, it missed the Earth. If this thing would have hit, it would have knocked out satellites. Our radios wouldn't be worth a hoot after it hit. I mean, these things are nothing to mess with, and the truth is they are predicting one in 2025, so we shall see. With that being said, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great night. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KD8 EPC. See you later, folks.
All right, Mike, thank you for doing the wonderful trivia question for us tonight. We certainly do appreciate it, and we look forward to your next one there. We'll say 73 for now, and now we're going to go talk to Lucy, K8YUK. What comments do you have for us? Then go ahead and drop it and give us the alternate trivia answer.
K88EPC, this is K8YUK. My comments are mostly just distant staring at this point in time. Very tired. I feel bad. I haven't been on the Boredom Breaker net in what feels like weeks and weeks. I made the joke that I wasn't bored, but now it's almost a craving for boredom. I was talking with my brother-in-laws about that today, how it seems life is just a series of either extreme boredom or extreme insanity. And I'm understanding that my dad likes boredom more because this is ridiculous. I am so tired of doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do, but I was either signed up for them or don't have a choice. But God bless my loving husband. He actually was upstairs listening on Echolink and doing the dishes for me, and that was wonderful. So that's pretty much my comments. Just I missed the Boredom Breaker, and Betty's crawling officially. She does this kind of limping crawl. It's kind of funny. She keeps her left leg like tucked against her almost, and like drags it as she crawls. She hasn't figured out full mobility yet, but she's working on it, and she's definitely accessing things that she couldn't before. So now we just got the learning curve of what to get out of her way. But that's wonderful, and she's wonderful, and life all in all is wonderful. There's a lot of insanity and tragedy going on around us, but you really do have to hold on to the little things to anchor yourself. So with that, I'm going to pause for time, read the alt trivia, and give you... I just got my last... Why is Nick keeping track of the last time I checked in? Sir... I know, but it's way funnier to make a big deal about it. I have it in my QRZ page that if you're a creep, stop reading my page. So I gotta roll with this brand. Anyway, I'm going to pause for time and give you the alternative trivia. K8YUK returning. All right. I'm holding it closer to my face as instructed by my loving husband. Hopefully I'm not blowing out anybody's eardrums. Both the art of glass blowing and the technology of fiber optic cables use glass that has been stretched and thinned until it looks like a wire. In technology terms, these wire glass pieces are called fibers. What is the glass blowing term for pieces of glass in this form? Is it A, strands, B, stringers, C, spaghetti, D, shoelaces, or E, kernel corn, waldo beans, bad hair day? The answer is B, stringers. When glass is heated up, it naturally wants to condense itself into a sphere. However, if that glass is pulled away from itself either with a tool or simply with gravity, as in the case with fiber optic cables, it leaves behind a string of glass. In glass blowing, stringers are pulled in varying lengths and widths, usually to make detailed decorations on bigger glass pieces. In technology, they are pulled to superfine, super clear thicknesses to serve as the fibers in fiber optic cables. So now you know. I pulled this because I did a little bit of glass blowing in college. Didn't go anywhere really with it, but I did make a glass mug while I was on rollerblades, and that's a story for a later time. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to Net Control, and thank you very much for giving me the shot at alternative trivia, and hopefully it was enjoyed. KE8YUK, back to Net.
All right, K8YUK. Well, Lucy, thanks for doing the alternate trivia for us this evening. We certainly do appreciate it, and it was pretty darn good there. We really interesting for sure. I never knew that, but my guess was right. I will say this: Alex keeps meticulous Boredom Breaker net records, so you can find that information on anybody when their last check-in was, how many times they've checked in, etc., etc. is all available online. So there you go. That's a story with how Nick knew the last time you checked in. So Lucy, thanks again. We look forward to your next one, and we'll say 73 to you for now. All right, this is KDDPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and this is the last and final call for check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8SLG, K8QKO, AB8ML, K8QWE, and K8YUK. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday, also on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8PC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.